Dear viewer and fast learner, how have you been? I'm so happy to be back. And as we continue with this series of how you can move from one level to the other, today our focus is on financial stability and how we can live the financial stability to the next level, financial comfort. You may be asking, what is this? We are at Abundance Fast Lane YouTube channel and feel welcome. And here we learn about how we just confirm to you that abundance is a natural state for you. Yes, abundance is a natural state for you. Resist the rat race. We allow you to have that fast lane thinking where your grass is greener, your air is cleaner, and your heaven is open. And you keep growing and you become fruitful all the year through, all the time through. This is unlike the normal thinking that we are mostly trained that we wait on others, or we just we keep being dependent and we keep drying and not being fruitful. Yes, abundance is a natural state for you. You may be asking, how do I become a fast learner? You become a fast learner by subscribing to the channel, and you're able to see all the videos that you've put in, and you're able to learn how to become a fast lane thinker and how you can develop the fast lane mindset and resist the rat race. We are doing this series, and now we are at the financial stability level. At this level, you have at least 6 months of your saving. You're trying to balance a lot. You've been able to have your 6 months of the saving. The enemies of your savings are still attacking, but you have to get for a way to protect yourself from those enemies and keep your savings intact. This means that with the savings, even if whatever happens, you're not able to work, you have at least 6 months of your saving that can cater for your living expenses. You may be asking, what is now this stability? Where is it coming from? Stability is a level in financial literacy awareness. The lowest of the level is financial dependency, where you just realize yourself and you become aware and you're just figuring out where you are financially and what to do next. The next level, after you realize what you want to do and you start looking for some income and you get some income. If you are young, you move out of your mother's house. If you're old, you start looking for an alternative source of income. You start becoming self-sufficiency, or you become solvency. The next level, if you continue doing well and you at least now have some saving, and you are, in as much as you're living from paycheck to paycheck, you still can have something to save. You become a survivor, or you in the survival level. That's the breathing room. If you're able to come out of this level, you get to now the stability, the one that you're talking about today. This one means that you are debt-free. You have no bad debts, and at least you have 6 months of your savings that are worth of your expenses for emergencies. At least you have 6 months. In case of anything, you have 6 months saved and you're able to live well, even if anything happens to you. If you continue saving, you go to now financial flexibility and financial comfort, the one that you're looking to jump to on today's video. Here you have at least two years of your living expenses saved, and you can even take a year off work. You work because you really like the job. You don't have to work. You can comfortably, live from your savings, or you can live from the income that is coming from your other assets that you have invested in. If you're able now to get out of this financial comfort level of flexibility, you get now to financial independence. This one, you live off the income from your investment, and you have invested in businesses, you have invested in all the other assets that we've discussed in another video in this very channel. And now you don't have to work. You don't have to work. You're financially free. You're independent. Here we say you have your freedom, you have your time, you do what you want with who you want and now you want. At this point, if your income continue to generate more if your asset continue to generate more income, you get now to the abundant wealth or financial abundance level. This one, money isn't your concern. You have more than you'll ever need for yourself and for your generations to come. And at this point, your focus more is on creating a legacy and doing what you've always wanted, and making an impact and changing your world, and not only your world but the world of others. So from here today we are focusing on moving from financial stability, that is the debt free, to get now to the financial comfort. And as I've always confirmed to you, the first three levels, you are just a survivor. You're surviving. They're surviving levels. But once you get to stability, the one that you're talking about today, you start now thriving. You start enjoying your life, and you start living as God intended you to live. At these 4 points, the financial stability, you start preparing for now and for later. You are well aware of what has been happening. You've been able to save. You have 6 months of, you are balancing out, and you are really, even if whatever happens, you're still strong to stand out. And you start now thinking, you've paid off the debts, and you're thinking of how you can earn an extra income so that you continue being stable. Yes, now you don't have bad debts at this point, and even if you have a debt, it has an attached collateral or an asset that is able to pay for itself. You only have good debts if you have any, but at this point, it's recommended that you don't have any, so that you try and get to eat your savings. So debt, we throw it to the bottomless sea. You've paid off all the debts. You are debt free, and you have your savings. What a feeling to be debt free. Yeah, sometimes you never know how much of a debt you're carrying until you are in one, even those small ones. And the smaller they are, the more they cry like babies, the more they are more cumbersome. So debt is like any other trap. It's easy to get into, but hard enough to get out of it. That's what one of the Henry's Wheeler so said. That like any other trap, is very easy to get into, but very hard to get out of it. And at this point, you've been able to get out of the debt, and you're able to earn money, and you're able to start saving, and you already have the 6 months. But earning a lot of money is not the key to prosperity. As we've always said, how you handle it is. How you behave around it is what will make you get to prosperity, or get to the abundant wealth. That's according to Dave Ramsey. And it is very true. You will be earning the money is the action, keeping the money is the behavior, and growing your money is the knowledge now that you acquire. So at this level, you're really balancing a lot. You're really balancing between your needs, your wants, like what you want, but at least you're in a safe space. And most of the people who are financially stable around us, they are really stable and they are admirable. Some of the characteristics that for the people who are financially stable, they are okay. They are at this point, you have 6 months of your savings for your living expenses, and you are ready to move to the next level. How you look like at this level is that people are generally happy. Their self-esteem is okay. They don't have complexes. They are more adventurous, and they have no fears. At this point, they can take a trip or two in a year. They can venture into new businesses. They can venture into new relationship. They are a bit okay. They are okay at this point. This person is able to live a balanced life, a balanced life, in as much as they do not have all they want. That is, all their needs are able to be met. They can enjoy a balanced diet. They can enjoy the kind of food they want. They can actually enjoy the animals. They can enjoy chicken, fish, and such. They can enjoy more than one protein in a diet, and they can enjoy more than one course meal. They can add a luxury to their dining occasionally. They dress well, and they're in good neighborhoods. And they actually even have closer relationship, and they have been able to grow support around them. At this level, they have, if they're still in those small debts or in debts that are learning, they focus on debt repayments. And they have no more consumer loans because they already settled. And in case there is a debt, they can only, their debt is attached to an asset that is giving more cash, so it's able to pay for itself. Even if the worst goes to the worst, they will still, their life will not be affected in any way. And individuals at this point are very active in community activities. They're very creative, they think creatively, and they also start thinking of how they can improve their life and how they can grow other sources of income. And they start thinking of how they can include other channels of income. I would love to hear from on the comment section. If you are at this level, apart from being, supposing someone is employed, what are the sources of income or side hustles, as we call them in Kenya, would you recommend to this person? At this level, and as I had highlighted earlier, on the financial freedom cycle, you already know, you know where you're starting, you set your goals that you want to achieve, you track your money on where it is going, then you spend less on the useless junk, or you spend less on the things that you do not need. At this level of financial stability, you want to pay off all the debts. Priority is set here to pay off all the debts. You want to pay off all those debts. At this point, you start, as you pay the debts, you're still saving the surplus money that you're getting, and you already have the 6 months savings and growing it. You're creating more sources of income. Here we've agreed these people are financially stable and they're able to create more sources of income. They have more than one hustle and they're using their God-given talent, and they have discovered their purpose and they're using it to meet other people's needs, and they're paid for their value. They are able to put their money in a way that they are able to avoid the lifestyle inflation. These people are able to invest in the future. And in this case, these people at the financial stability level, they repeat this process, but the essence is that their focus is on paying the debt. At this point, you may be asking, how can I pay off debt? We have agreed the debt is a trap. You get into it very easily, but getting out of it is very difficult. Some people even make fun that the people who are put on the front office when you're going to borrow debt, or the people you're negotiating with when you're borrowing debt, they are easy on the eye. And they are very, very, very enticing. You will be tempted to just get into that trap. But wait until when the people who are coming to ask for you for that money, once you're stuck at the track, they are otherwise. With Sura person. But that's a joke. But the truth of the matter is, once you're in the debt, it can sometimes get very tricky. And the good book, the Bible says that once you're in the debt, you become a slave to the person who will lent you that money. So how can we get out of this debt? I have put in a little some strategies on how you can get out of this debt. But in these very channels, you will be able to get those debt collection or debt, people who had debt, and they're able to help us get out of debt. One of the methods or strategies that you can practice to get out of the debt is you choose a payoff method, either snowball or avalanche. That is, you pay small until now you're able to pay it off. You can also make extra payments whenever possible. At this level of stability, we realized you've been able to, you can make extra income. When you make that extra income, pay off the debt, put extra. If you're expected to be repaying, suppose you're supposed to be paying 20K per month, you can now start paying 30 or 40 or even make more. And this way you will be able to reduce the period that the debt is to the length of the loan that is to be, or you realize that you are able to reduce even the interest. You can also think of a strategy of targeting one debt at a time. For example, you can focus on paying the small debt first, or you focus on paying like the car loan first, or if you have a car loan, you can focus on paying maybe the house, the plot, the purchase loan first. You can focus to pay off the debt for your neighbor. You can also focus to pay off the debt, all the other debts that you have. You can focus on one debt at a time, as you manage the rest so that they don't overflow. Then try to lower interest rate through refinancing. This means you could have taken a debt from a Shylock, and maybe they had promised, you had promised that you'll pay them the loan in a month. So you took maybe, let's say, you took 100K and you wanted to pay them in a month time, and you'll pay them with 20%. But come the end of the month, you do not have that 100K, and you do not even have the interest. Shylock will not listen to what you're telling them if you're not paying them the money. You can try pay them the interest, then look for someone else, maybe a SACCO or someone else who can give you a longer period to repay, or a longer period to repay, maybe 5 more months or 6 more months, such that you can pay 10K, and then maybe the other person will give you at a smaller interest, maybe 10% or 14 or 15%, or even look for another SACCO, a bank, or someone else who can take over that loan, and then you pay them slowly. All these are strategies, but try your best not to borrow from Peter, pay Paul, or borrow from Paul to pay Peter, because that will still, is still a debt. At this point, we're focusing on paying off and being without debt. So I hope either of this method will help you, but I promise you in this very channel, we'll look for the experts who can help us into these debt repayments. So actions that can help you move from this stability to financial flexibility, the financial comfort. The major item, as we've talked through this video, is that you pay off the consumer debts and start creating passive income. The passive income is you start acquiring assets that will create for you income that you don't have to be involved. Then, like any other value, you need to value your time. Value yourself, value your time. Your time is your life. Value it. Keep it and set goals so that you're able to value your time and spend your time well. Then keep planning and being adventurous. Yeah, you this level, and at least right now you're creative. Get adventurous into new ventures, get adventurous, allow yourself to risk more. Then go, at this point, you're already self-aware, but keep discovering yourself and improve yourself. Keep improving yourself so that as you go to the next level, you will be a better version than you are. Then have an open mind and find your purpose. In case you've yet to find your purpose, God sometimes will not allow you to know your purpose at a go. He will keep allowing you to experience adventure, and then you get to know yourself better. And also get yourself involved with other people who will help you discover your purpose better. Look for mentors at this point. Things that you consider at this point that will help you move to the financial flexibility level faster is that you have to keep eating healthy, and you have to keep eating healthy so that you will have a longer life. And besides a longer life, you'll be healthy to enjoy the next level. And at this point, you have a decent clothing, and your housing is permanent. And you are presentable generally. At this point, for you to get to the next level, you set your financial goals, you dream, dare, do, and deliver. We do, as fast learners, we don't stop dreaming, we don't stop, we keep daring, and we keep doing, we take action, and so that you're able to deliver. And start, in case you have not started, start the journey to acquire assets and also save to invest. and you keep doing this. When you acquire an asset, it's giving you money. Keep that aside, keep getting the income, buy another asset. Keep that cycle. Then create more time for family. Family is the one that will keep supporting you, and they'll be very key for you as you move to the next level together with them. Then as you do this, have a legacy in mind as you undertake your businesses. Whatever you do, imagine if it will outlive you or if it's helping the community and what legacy you're about to leave. With this, I want to believe that you are now getting ready to get to the next level and for financial comfort. Yeah, for you realize that if you're poor, that is you're passing over opportunities regularly. This is to explain the passive income, that you get a job, you get your income through the salary, and you spend all of it for expenses. This way you become poor, you pass over opportunities regularly. Or you become the most of the middle class where you get your job, your income, you keep growing it and getting more to liabilities. You have to be seen that you have a bigger house, a bigger car, or such, just for show off. You can choose to be like the rich or the wealthy. How they grow their wealth is that whenever they get some income, they buy an asset. Either an asset in terms of real estate, stocks, bonds, notes, intellectual property, or any other form of asset. Once they get that asset, it gives them an income. Once they get the income, they buy another asset. The cycle now continues, and they only top up to what they're getting. And at this point, as you've talked, as the financial stability, you keep off liabilities at all cost. Expenses, of course, you can't get away from them because but the better you try to meet your expenses through your passive income, the better. Yes, thank you for following us up to this point. Our contacts are as below. We are on email as abundancefastlane@gmail.com. We are on Facebook, Abundance Fastlane. We are on TikTok, Abundance Fastlane. We are on YouTube, Abundance Fastlane, where you found this video. And we're also on Instagram, Abundance Fastlane. We look forward to see you. Subscribe. We look forward to see you. Come with us until we get to the financial abundance level. It's a dream, yes, but we have dared, we shall do it, and we will eventually deliver it to ourselves. Yes, if a rich family you didn't come from a rich family. A rich family can come from you. You can be, your family or your generations that will come after you will be grateful that you existed and you dared, you took action, and you actually delivered to them the dream life. Thank you so much. We invite you to subscribe to our channel, share with your friends, share with those that you care about, and we look forward that you keep following us and we'll be able to do this. Thank you so much.